time for my March favourites. Listen, I know, I've been so shit, but let's just move past that. It's been a while, but I'm here now. I'm sorry I've kept you waiting. Anyway, let's crack on with favourites before I start singing lots of different Britney songs. Let's start with makeup. I've got a whole host of lip products, but I'm gonna start with base, I think. I'm actually in a little bit of a base rut. I'm not liking the way that my makeup's sitting on my skin at the moment, so if you have any like foundation recommendations, leave those down below because I'm curious. Anyway, the first thing that I'm going to talk about is actually a setting spray. This is the Infallible Pro Spray set from L'Oreal. This is the American version, which I picked up when I was there, and I've now actually used a lot of it up, but you can get one in the UK called Fixing Mist. I don't know, or the Fixing Mist in the same Infallible line. I'm not 100% sure if it's exactly the same. They do come in different packaging, but I'm probably going to go out and buy one because I love this one so much. As I said, I'm almost out of it, and I just was using it up because I was like, I wanted to, and I didn't think it was bad, but then actually after this sort of more or less ran out, I went back to my Urban Decay, and admittedly I've got the De-Slick formula, which is more for oil retention, but that one's just a lot drier on the face, and I actually prefer this one. So it's cheaper, it's not the cheapest makeup product. I think when I bought this it's about $15, and I want to say it's around £9 in the UK, so it would be a similar price to say Foundation by L'Oreal, but I've been using this instead of powder, and I've been liking the way that, although I've just said that I'm in a foundation rut, like I like the way that this looks on my skin as opposed to like loads of powder, and I don't have to worry about topping up my makeup at all when I wear this. And yeah, I'd highly recommend it. It's a really good formula and a good one from your local Boots. Next up, I've got a Mineralise Skin Finish from MAC, and this is Lightscapade. Now, I picked this up many moons ago when it was in the Hayley Williams for MAC capsule collection. They could only get online. She said this was one of her favourite Mineralise skin finishes, and they actually have brought it back into the permanent collection, I do believe. Anyway, so basically this is like a fairly neutral white base of the Mineralise skin finish with a lot of red and blue veining in it. Anyway, I've been using this sort of as like a liberal highlighter. It's not like the most sparkly of highlighters, like you're not going to be able to see this from space, unlike some that you can get, but again, if you're going for like a little bit more of a daytime appropriate, whatever that means, look, or equally you can just dust this all over your face with like a duo fibre brush. It looks really nice, and yeah, I've been using a lot of this, although it doesn't look like I've used any of it, and that is kind of the beauty of Mineralise skin finishes by MAC. You know, they are a fucking nightmare to get through. You get lots and lots of product for your money. But yeah, so I have been using this a lot. Anyway, moving on to those lip products I was talking about, I'm going to talk about the one that is on my lips right now, and that is the Revlon Colour Stay. Oh, I've got my way around. It is the Revlon Colour Stay HD Liquid Lipstick Lip Colour, and this is in the shade Seduction. As I said, this is what's on my lip right now. I went away right at the end of March and into April, so and this was the only lip product I took with me, so that's probably testament to it, because I'm really digging it, and actually this is what I'm reaching for more or less every day. As I said, I do have some other lip products, and I'll talk about those in a sec. This is a fantastic liquid lipstick for every day for a couple of reasons. The formula isn't as drying as some others, so this is more comfortable, and I really like the nude shade that this is. I actually thought it may be a touch too light for me, but actually it works really well with my skin tone. I don't like really light pale nudes on my lips. It just brings me back to like concealer lips, which was definitely a trend when I was a teenager. One that I didn't personally follow, but one that I was just never on. So this is a dark enough sort of rosier nude. It is still a nude though. It's really comfortable to wear. I really like the finish of it, and you know, it's really not that expensive. But anyway, I've been loving that. But speaking of liquid lipsticks and nude liquid lipsticks, I've got another favourite one. This is from Kat Von D, and this is the shade Double Dare. Yes, it is the shade Double Dare, and this one in comparison is a little bit deeper, a little bit browner. I mean, they're not too far away from each other. Long story short, I love both of these, and I've been wearing, this is basically the only two lip colours I've been wearing all month long, so I had to mention them. I do actually have one other lip product. Actually, that's a complete and utter lie. I have two, and they're both lip balms. I've actually kind of been a little bit ill over the past sort of like 4 weeks. I've sort of been struck down with a cold that everybody's sort of had, and my lips and my nose were just so dry at one point. Anyway, so there's 2 lip balms which I have recommended before, and I just want to make a quick pit stop and recommend them again. The first one is the Reve de Miel lip balm by Nuxe. I really like this. It's like a matte lip balm, which is sort of a bit rare really, and this is really good if you want to slather loads of it on. It's great if you want to put a little bit on, it's also great, and it really sort of works. It's not just like a relief from the dryness, it actually I think combats it. And the other one is by Rodial. This is the Stem Cell Glam Lip Balm SPF 15. This I really like under lipsticks. If you're somebody who likes using lip liners sort of as lipsticks or matte lipsticks or liquid lipsticks, it works really, really well having just a light base of this underneath, and it really keeps your lips hydrated. And yeah, so those I have been loving and had to just quickly re-mention that I'm still loving them, and they have definitely stood the tests that my lips and face have covered in the past couple of weeks. So yes, I have to mention those. I have to mention Biafine as well. This again is something that I think you should just have in your household. Biafine is basically like skin saviour. If you have sunburn, put Biafine on it. If you have angry piercings, put Biafine on it. If you've got new tattoos, put Biafine on it. I've had a couple of my piercings be pretty angry this month, so I have resorted back to this, and it just does the job. It just really helps your skin. I don't know, it's wizardry. I'm gonna throw it. But yeah, I would really recommend just having this in your household because it just comes in handy. And again, I mean, the sun is definitely not out today, but it is getting sunnier here, so you know, you don't want to be sunburnt. I am positive this will crop back up in another summer favourites of mine when I've been stupid in the sun, although I'm usually actually pretty good with SPF. But yeah, this is a really good skin essential. I've actually got one more skincare favourite. Now, I've got to be honest, the past couple of months has probably been the worst I've been to my skin. Oh, I've got to go to my eye. Oh, that feels so good. It's probably the worst I've been to my skin for a good couple of years. I've just been sleeping in my makeup. Not like every night, but far more than I have in recent years. Anyway, I am now actively trying to get my skin to a good condition because, as I said, like my makeup isn't sitting as well as it used to, and I'm noticing a difference when I'm being shitty to my skin. Anyway, a product that I have been relying on is the Effaclar Duo Plus by Roche-Posay. I know I've mentioned this one before. I like French skincare. I think French skincare works really well for my skin, and particularly the Effaclar range by La Roche-Posay. I like to use the Duo Plus at night. I like to use the Effaclar K Plus during the day because I find, not that this sits badly under makeup, but that sits better under makeup. And yeah, I really, really do recommend this if you've got like spotty, just angry skin. I found for me this really works. You know, I'm 22, I don't want spots on my face anymore, although I've got a gigantic one here. Sort of really putting this into play, I have noticed a difference in my skin. So yeah, I've fallen back in love with this. It's a really, really great product. So I've got one hair care product. Again, I feel this favourites is very much a throwback to a lot of other products that I feel like I just have to quickly mention again, saying that I'm still loving. And it is the Kingsley Elasticizer. This is the Elderflower and Rhubarb scent. They're now doing like limited edition scents every year. And this is this one. It was actually Beauty Pick of the Month on QVC. That's where I got this. My mum and I have sort of bought one together because these take a long ass time to get through, and I have used a whole one of these up, a whole litre of it I have used on my hair. But I finished that one, and now this is back in my life. Again, it's scented, you know, it smells nice. But I don't think it's essential having the scented limited edition one. This stuff is fantastic. I think it'll work for more or less every hair type, because then whatever shampoo you're using, you wash it out. It's a pre-shampoo hair treatment, and I feel like it's very much a key to how I have as long as hair as I do and as healthy a hair as I do, and particularly because I bleach the ends as well. I think a lot of that is due to using this on my hair, and I've now started using it regularly again, and I have noticed a difference, so I had to pop this one in. And finally, for beauty favourites, I have a fragrance favourite. This is the Essential Molecules Molecule 01 Perfume, or Eau de Toilette, I don't know what you are. Anyway, this is the little travel size one, and I really like this stuff. It's supposed to work with your own sort of pheromones and your own like skin chemistry, so it smells different on every single person. Anyway, I picked this up from Cult Beauty, and I actually really like the smell, and it's what I've been wearing. I feel like it's a very when I say nondescript fragrance, you can wear it any time of year, in the morning, to work, at night. It's very good all-rounder perfume, and you can get like a little travel case for it. I ain't bothered with that, but I did actually travel with this perfume. A lot of perfume bottles are quite ostentatious, like if you look at like a Marc Jacobs fragrance, you ain't fucking travelling with that shit. This one is very simple and very compact, and because the fragrance itself is so universal, I think, you know, having this in your bag really isn't a bad thing. Anyway, yeah, so been loving that. I have a teeny tiny March playlist, so I don't think I'm going to write a blog post on it, but I will link it down below if you want to have a little listen to the music I was listening to throughout the month of March. But I do have one game favourite. Now, if you watch the show Rick and Morty, this will make a lot more sense to you than if you don't. But there's a game that doesn't like go along with the series, but anyway, they've made a game and it's called PocketMortys, and it's basically like Pokemon. Here he is. So you're Rick and you collect Mortys. They've actually added new ones very recently. Anyway, so if you watch Rick and Morty, it's voiced by the same people. Anyway, it's just a bit fun if you want a phone game. I love myself a little phone game. Anyway, that is everything from me. If you haven't watched my Geneva vlog, that is already up, so you can go watch that. Spoiler alert, as I'm speaking, it's uploading right now. So if you want to go see what I was up whilst I was travelling, I say travelling, I went away for a weekend, you can go watch that. Anyway, I won't leave it as long as I have been doing, I promise. I need to do this more often. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. I've got all my social media links down below as well if you want to have a good old stalk on those, and I shall see you soon. Bye guys!